Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do the August the 28th, just for today, in a meditation. Excited to be with you today because today, of all days, is my clean time date. I celebrate 31 years, August 28th, on today. So it's good to be with people that understand and get me. Now, the title of the meditation is The Light of Exposure. These defects grow in the dark and die in the light of exposure. That comes from the basic text, page 31. If you want to go to that page and read it afterwards, that's fine too. The fifth step asks us to share our nature with God, with ourselves, and with another human being. It doesn't encourage us to tell everyone every little secret about ourselves. It doesn't ask us to disclose to the whole world every shameful or frightening thought we've ever had. Step 5 simply suggests that our secrets cause us more harm than good when we keep them completely to ourselves. If we give in to our reluctance to reveal our true nature to even one human being, the secret side of our lives becomes more powerful. And when the secrets are in control, they drive a wedge between ourselves, our higher power, and the things we value most about recovery. When we share our secret selves in confidence with at least one human being, our sponsor, perhaps, or a close friend, this person usually doesn't reject us. We disclose ourselves to someone else and are rewarded with their acceptance. When this happens, we realize that honest sharing is not life-threatening. The secrets have lost their power over us. Just for today, I will disarm the secrets in my life by sharing them with one human being. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the Louis Version Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now. Thank you. God grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please, and thank you. Okay. So we're talking about secrets dying in the light of exposure. And why is that important to have one other person in our higher power available when we share or reveal the exact nature of our wrongs? Because it takes the danger out of the secret. A lot of us get into recovery and find we're looking over our shoulders to see if we're going to be sideswiped, right? Ambushed by someone we've hurt in the past. I know people today that still will not go to certain cities for conventions, and they have decades clean, but they don't go because they still have that fear, right? They still have that fear that their past is going to sneak up and bite them. And that's hard to live like that. I mean, can you imagine being paralyzed with fear over something that you've done in the past to the point where you start changing in the sense that you change where you go, you change where you don't go, you only talk to certain people, but not other people that might have been in that group back when you were using. You say things in a way that might be shade, you know? And so you're trying to protect yourself from your past. Yeah, those secrets aren't serving you any good. And can you imagine letting them go? Yeah, I think it's a beautiful interchange to be able to let go and allow our secrets to die, the recovery death that we're talking about, the light of exposure, Today, I want to challenge you to make sure that you share something in the near future, maybe even today, with your sponsor that he or she doesn't know anything about. Maybe you've been fibbing about it, lying about it for all this time. And I'm just telling you, my own experience, strength, and hope is that there's so much freedom in the fifth step. My first fifth step that I did with a lady that lives down south, but at the time she was in Michigan. She was not my sponsor, but she was definitely someone that I was able to turn to anytime I felt shamed or rejected by the person that I had unfortunately selected as my first sponsor. And after we finished this particular retreat and finished this step, my whole composure changed. I had people walking up to me as I was packing my vehicle saying, "You know what? I've been watching you, and today you just seem so at peace and so happy." I was like, "What do you mean? Your forehead wasn't wrinkled up. You didn't look angry. You look very, very approachable, which is why I'm here." And I was like, "Whoa, you mean offloading to my friend? The fifth step had that impact?" And of course, I went on and asked her to be my sponsor, and I let the other lady know I just don't feel like it's working out. So I took care of that. I had the courage to do that. We just pray the serenity prayer, and all that we're really looking for is the result of the prayer. God, grant me this serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You can't change anything about what you did in the past. The stuff that you're writing down in your fourth step, you can't change that stuff. The majority of it you can't because it's in the past. Look at the IP entitled Triangle of Self-Obsession and look at the points of that particular triangle. Fear is one of them. And so we want to replace that fear with faith that the God of our understanding hasn't brought us this far. Can you imagine going through life feeling free from fear? It brings tears to my eyes to think about how many sleepless nights I had as a direct result of fear of others, not so much myself, watching to make sure that no harm came to myself, you know? And when I made the amends finally to the person I'm talking about that was found themselves in my fourth step, right? When I finally found them, I wasn't afraid to approach them because I had done the work. And I wasn't afraid of their answer or any possible action of retaliation. I had absolutely no sense that I was causing harm to them in any kind of way. Absolutely none. And being able to clean up my side of the street was powerful to see how they appreciated, let's say, they appreciated the fact that I acknowledged what I had done. I was honest with them about why I thought at that point I had done the things that I'd done. There was such a peace, such a freedom. I hope all of this is making sense, especially for the newcomer. Because when you get to this point, if you stay clean after you finish your fifth step, if you're able to do that, reveal some secrets, to someone you trust. I can guarantee you from my, I can't say guarantee, but from my own personal reaction to having done that, say the individuals that were approaching me after I did my fifth step, and they were like, you look so happy, so at peace. All of that is good, but I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I ended up beating myself up mentally. You said too much, you shared too much, you shouldn't have done that. So just in the same moment, you can be feeling good, you're taking suggestions of your program, back comes that stinking thinking telling you you didn't do nothing. Matter of fact, you've caused more harm. It will tell you that. It will tell you. And if you didn't see any harm being created, 9 times out of 10, it's not true. But you will feel like, oh, now everything about me is known by somebody else. What if they start telling other people? What if they hate me? What will I do? This is one of those situations you don't have to worry about that. Once you go through this, I'm letting you know that, yeah, you're going to have those kind of thoughts, but the key is to replace them immediately with good thoughts. Now, family, I want you to disarm your secrets in your life by sharing them with one human being, right? I am so grateful to be here today with you. I'm so grateful for your subscriptions to my podcast and you sticking it out with me over the years. I'm so grateful for you joining my process of recovery. As I pass through this cancer, and I believe I'm going to be able to do it, I'll give updates at the end when I'm done doing, the readings and expounding on them. I will always, I won't say always, but I will try to make a point of giving you all updates so that you know your prayers are working and you're not worried about anything. Now, let's go out here and have a beautiful day on purpose. I'll look forward to being with you the next time. I look forward to that. It's so, so precious. Talk to you tomorrow.